Hello and welcome back to another Marvel Champions two-handed recorded gameplay. Today we are going to be taking a Justice Cable and a Leadership Bishop up against Unus and Clan Akaba. So we are going to just kind of dive right in. We're going to talk about the decks. Cable is very much a supporting deck where we're going to just be throwing a lot of side schemes and then just hopefully just blowing Unus to the moon. So we got establish perimeter, render medical aid, lay the trap, lock and load. Now lock and load is a higher priority because we get both the rifles from both of their kits onto the table, so that's gonna be really nice. Call for backup. Call for backup is another really high priority target, mainly because we're going to be running kind of a strength in numbers build over here for Bishop, and so the faster that we can get a lot of allies on the table, the better. Specialized training is the one that we're going to grab with setup though, because we're going to get special or surveillance specialist for Cable, bumping up his thwart, and then bumping up health with frontline specialist with Bishop. So this is going to be the one that we're going to grab via our setup ability, just because we want to blitz that down really quickly. Build support, superpower training. Then our ally lineup, we've got X, Legion, Marvel Girl, a lot of psionic characters here. Blindfold is another psionic, and Jessica Jones. We've got Psychic Manipulation. Now, these are dead cards until we thwart down Technovirus Purge, and so that is something that we need to be cognizant of, that we can't just wait forever to have TVP gone, because that's going to give us the Psionic trait, which opens up the ability for us to play these cards. We're going to get Overwatches, Scimitar, Under Surveillance, Power of the Mind, and a Genius, Strength, and Energy. So that's going to round out the Cable build. I like Cable. I really like Cable, especially in multiplayer. And so I'm pumped to be playing a two-handed game alongside a Bishop. Now Bishop is going to be running a lot of allies. We got Colossus. We got why did I put Forge in here? It's for Utopia, but I don't need Forge in here. I'm gonna I don't know what I was thinking. We're gonna sub out Forge. I think for that's really funny. We could go Havoc. But I'm thinking we go like, let's just go Havoc. Okay, cool. We got Havoc. Beast grabs us resource cards, which we really like with Bishop. Gentle, Pixie, Angel, plus his two signature allies. We've got Strength in Numbers here. Uncanny X-Men, Triskelion, as well as a Utopia to open up ally slots. So once we have 5 allies on the table, Strength in Numbers is netting us 5 card draw. And we're also running Band Togethers, which are going to be 3 resources. Team training keeps him on the table for a long time. Bishop is really effective at running the strategy because he can take the hits. You don't really have to chump block with Bishop because he wants to be taking damage from those attacks, triggering his energy manipulation, energy absorption abilities. So you want to be taking the hits, which means that your allies get to stay on the table. If they do get knocked out, we have MedLab, which is going to be able to pull them right back. And then we're flooding with a stupid amount of resources, mainly for fun. It's probably too many, but we're gonna have fun with it. So that is the build. We are gonna go up against Unus. Unus over here, I forgot it's tough. It's gonna start on stage 2 because we're gonna be playing expert mode, and we're also gonna be playing standard 3. Standard 3. This is actually my first, which there's a nasty glare on standard 3. I apologize for that. This is actually my first time playing standard 3 as a multi-handed playthrough. Now I've played it in multiplayer, but this is my first time in like one of these two-handed recorded playthroughs, so that's pretty exciting. We're gonna shuffle up. The strategy here, I think this is going to be a fairly strong team. I think that these two are going to do good things for each other. The other option that we could do with the initial side scheme here with Nathan is to grab superpower training so that we can get the uniform, which Bishop really likes his uniform, onto the table. But I'm kind of thinking that we could potentially draw into that, and that'd be nice. And especially if we're gonna go like high card draw with all of the strength and numbers builds. Okay, so hunting gene traders. I also chose this because now we have the 2 permanent side schemes. I thought that was fun. So we revealed the gene pool side scheme. In expert mode, deal each player a face down encounter card. And so let's go ahead and shuffle up the deck and we'll deal that. But then Unus is toughness. If the amount of threat on Gene Pool is at least 3, he gets Retaliate 1. So he does have Retaliate 1 right now. If it's at least 6, he gains Stalwart. And 9, he gets an Amplify token. These do stack. And so right now, he has Retaliate 1. If we added 2 more threat to Gene Pool, then he would get Stalwart as well. And then he's going to flip after 30 damage. Gene Pool. After an ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, we place 3 threat on Gene Pool. And then Ancient Ritual, after threat is placed here, if there's at least 10 threat here, we remove 5 threat, and then this from the scheme, and then deal each player a face down encounter card. First player token is going to be, let's go Bishop. We're going to have Bishop go first player, because since setup, we can put a side scheme in play. There is a small chance that we can thwart that down on Bishop's turn, which actually makes it, yeah, pretty small with specialized training, but here we are. This starts out with 0. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 threat on Gene Pool. So let's see what Bishop's got. We've got Innovation. Got Innovation here. Strength, Medlab. Supercharged, Triskelion, and a Command Authority. Okay, so we're going to play Command Authority. I think we can probably get rid of Innovation. Supercharged is nice to drop, and then we actually may ignore Supercharged. We could drop Triskelion and Medlab and just start building that way. But if we do that, we're actually going to get to draw a card from Command Authority. And so let's go ahead and mulligan Innovation and Supercharged, because we may be able to draw into something like Beast or Team Training. So we got a couple of options, which is nice. Then Cable is going to start with Establish Perimeter, Under Surveillance, the Professor, that's big right there, Scimitar, Overwatch, and a Lock and Load. We are going to keep the Professor. We're going to keep Scimitar. So that's 3-5. We're going to keep Overwatch. Let's go ahead and mulligan 3 cards. We're going to get Psychic Manipulation, TVP, and a Temporal Leap. Alrighty. Resolve our setup. We're going to go find Specialized Training. We do have the Professor, so it actually may be worth going for the upgrade one, or support. Nah, support would be really good as well. Okay, fine. We're just gonna go Specialized Training. It's fine. It's fine. We're doing it. We're locking in. Okay. So this comes in. It comes in with 10 threat. It is a lot of threat to deal with right here at the beginning. Alrighty. Bishop. What do we got? Let's go ahead and flip up to Bishop. Bishop, we will use a Strength to play Command Authority. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If you paid for this with a resource card, we get to draw a card. So we're going to take 3 threat off of Specialized Training. We're going to draw into Colossus. Let's use Colossus to play Medlab. We will use Beast to play Triskelion. We're going to hang on to Team Training. Bishop is just going to thwart 2 off of Specialized Training. Alrighty. Let's use a Psychic Manipulation over here for Cable to play a Professor. Now we can exhaust the Professor to choose to either draw a card or search our deck for a player's side scheme and add it to our hand. We're going to draw a card into another Psychic Manipulation. Alrighty. We will flip up now. Let's drop a Overwatch on... Let's drop an Overwatch on Gene Pool. Then we're going to use a Technovirus Purge, a Psychic Manipulation to play a Scimitar. So after we play another Psionic card, we can exhaust Scimitar to deal 2 damage to an enemy. We have Temporal Leap, which we are going to probably toss, but let's go ahead and use a thwart of 2 to take this down to 3. Alrighty, so that should be easily triggered. Next turn, we're gonna toss this. We're gonna stand up, and not a bad build turn. We got team training over here for Bishop, stored energy, uncanny X-Men, nice uniform, there it is, and a concussive blast. Then Cable is gonna get a Gray Malkin, beautiful mind scan. Let's freaking go. Overwatch, energy, and a build support. You know what? That's freaking awesome. I like it. Alrighty. We're going to add 2 threat here and add a threat here. Unus is going to attack Bishop. We're going to take that hit. He's going to attack for 2, 4, 5. We'll take that, and we're going to trigger the energy absorption. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get net 2 cards. Unus is going to attack Cable. We're going to take the hit again. It's going to be... Did I say 5? No, that was 4. I'm sorry. That was just 4 attack. 4 damage. 2 plus... Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. So now the threat on Gene Pool is 7, meaning that he has Stalwart. And we take 2 damage here. We don't get to discard anything for Cable. We're going to pass out some encounter cards. Bishop has got Scarab, Quick Strike. After Scarab attacks, place 1 threat on Ancient Ritual, 3 threat if the attack defeated an enemy. So we'll take the 3 damage, discard 3 cards. 1, Effective Leadership. 2, Genius. 3. So now we have a lot of cards. So that's kind of exciting. And 1 threat on Ancient Ritual after Scarab attacked. Then we've got Dark Designs. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. Then if it has any counters on it, the villain's going to scheme. The villain is scheming for 2. After this activation resolve, place 1 pursuit counter. And our magic number over here on Pursued by the Past is 5 because it's a 2-player game. So he schemed for 2. Okay. Cable. We've got Dark Designs. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. Then he schemes. It's going to be 2, 4... so that's going to be up to 8 out of 22. So we do have a pretty nice like headroom there. Clan Akaba Zealot Guard. When defeated, place 2 threat on Ancient Ritual. Alrighty, well that was kind of exciting. This is going to pass over to Cable, and we are going to rock. We're going to rock. Let's go energy to play Gray Malkin. Gray Malkin and Overwatch. No, hold on. I have to figure out my sequencing here. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2 off of Gene Pool. That's going to bring him down under the Stalwart. We're going to use Gray Malkin Overwatch to play Mind Scan. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Remove 1 additional threat for each side scheme in the victory display, which is 0 at this point. But we're going to go 3 here, which is going to remove the Retaliate. And then we're going to trigger Overwatch to clear Specialized Training, which is going to be our first in the victory display. We're going to just stack these over here. And a couple of things happen at this point. We get to ready Gray Malkin. We get to ready Cable. And we're going to go grab our 2 things. We got Frontline Specialist, which is going to give Bishop 4 health. And we got Surveillance Specialist, which is going to give us a +1 thwart over here. And then after you perform a basic thwart, we can exhaust the card to draw, and then same thing over here after we take damage. Then we're going to use Scimitar. We don't have any allies. Oops. Scimitar to deal 2 damage to the Clan Akaba Zealot. Nice. Gray Malkin is going to put build support into play. That's going to come in with 6. Cable is going to go ahead and thwart 3 off of build support. And that's going to allow us to draw a card into a genius. Nice. That's going to be it for Cable's turn. Not too shabby. Over here, we've got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to use a genius to play a uniform. So after we resolve energy absorption, we can exhaust a heal a damage for every resource card in our hand. We're going to go Power of Leadership and Effective Leadership to play Uncanny X-Men. So now each of my X-Men allies get +1 hit point. And then if all of the characters in play have the X-Men trait, they cost 1 fewer to play. We are going to have Bishop go ahead and take out the Zealot. When the Zealot is defeated, we must place 2 threat on Ancient Ritual, taking that up to 8. Then we are going to use Stored Energy and a Team Training to play Concussive Blast to deal 6 damage to Scarab. Then we did pay for it with a resource card, so we get to Ready Bishop. We do have a Band Together, which is not super great for what we need to be doing. But we do have Bishop here. Let's go ahead and let's thwart 2 off of Ancient Ritual. Just kind of, we're still in Master Plan territory where this would give us an encounter card, but I want to keep that down as low as possible. So there we go. We're going to stand up. Bishop has a Band Together. We're actually going to pitch Band Together. We got Gentle, Power of Leadership, Malcolm, Angel, and a Band Together. Alrighty. Then Cable, we're going to stand everyone up over here on Cable's side. And then we've got a Genius, a Legion, Power of the Mind. Nice. Professor X, let's go. And a Precognition. We're going to start. We're going to add 2 threat here, which is going to take us up to 10 out of 22. And then 1 threat onto Gene Pool, which will then put Retaliate back onto Unus. Unus is going to attack Cable, which we will take to the face. It's going to be a 2, 3. Takes us down to 7. And then he's going to attack Bishop. We're going to take it to the face again. It's going to be 2, 3. We're going to trigger Energy Absorption for 1, 2, 3. Very nice. So let's go ahead and take the 3 damage. But then we're going to use Uniforms for 1, 2, 3, 4 resource cards. We get to heal for 4 damage. That puts us back up to 10. That's not all, because Frontline Specialist, we're going to draw Randall. So actually, fun. After you resolve Energy Absorption, after your identity takes damage from an enemy attack, after Bishop takes any amount of damage, you should probably always trigger Frontline Specialist. The timing window is such that you can choose. You should draw the card, then discard, because that gives you a higher likelihood of having more resources in your hands. The more you know. Alrighty. Let's pass out encounter cards. Cable has got Prelate Sidearm. Attached to Unus. After Unus attacks and defeats an ally, place 1 threat on Gene Pool. After you make a basic attack against Unus, we can spend a Lightning and a Fist resource to discard the card. Then we got Infinite Soldier. So we got Guard. If the amount on Gene Pool is at least 3, it is, he gains Quick Strike. So we're going to take 2 damage. We're also going to resolve Energy Absorption again. Oh, there's the Rifle and Pixie. Sad. Okay. This is going to pass to Bishop, and we've got some options here. Let's go ahead and use the Power of Leadership to play Gentle, because the cost of all of our X-Men allies are reduced by 1. We've got a Stored Energy to play Malcolm. A Band Together will play Randall, and then a Effective Leadership will play Angel. There you go. That's how you build a lineup. Woo! That's pretty awesome. That was a lot of fun, actually. We went from 0 allies to maxed out 4 allies. We do have a Utopia in the deck, so we could, at some point, get that. But yeah, that was pretty awesome. I'm really, really happy with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and have Gentle take out the Infinite Soldier. That's going to be 1 damage on Gentle. He does take additional consequential if he attacks the villain. We've got Randall, who's going to probably help with some of the thwarting. We have a easy thwart with build support off of Cable, but honestly, do we have another side scheme? We don't have another side scheme. And we want to have Cable deal with build support. So let's go ahead and have Randall thwart 2 off of Ancient Ritual, which will take this down to 4. Let's go ahead and have Malcolm thwart 1 off of Gene Pool. The main reason that we're doing this is because that takes out the retaliate, and then we're going to have Angel knock our tough status here. Well, that just feels effective. I'm just like, that just feels effective now. Alrighty, so Cable over here, we are going to use a Gray Malkin and a Power of the Mind to play Professor X. We are going to confuse Unus when that happens. So Unus is confused. Professor X is a psionic, so we'll use Scimitar to go ahead and deal 2 damage to Unus. Yep. Then we're going to have Cable Basic as thwart the build support here. Basic thwart the build support. So that's the second one there. We're going to go find a support. I think Uncanny X-Men would have been the one that we would have gone for, but now we have Team Training, but I think the better one is going to be Utopia, which Utopia we're about to draw into. That's fine. Let's just go grab Utopia. Where's Utopia? Did I not? Did I pass Utopia and I just missed it in here? Yeah, there it is. All right, there's Utopia. So we increase our ally limit by 1, and if each of our allies has the X-Men trait, or after you play an X-Men ally enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to ready an X-Men character. Which, Cable is X-Force, so that is good to know. But what we could do... Oh my goodness. Haha. Couple of things trigger now. After we make a basic thwart, we're going to exhaust to draw into a Render Medical Aid. Gray Malkin will get to ready because we took care of his side scheme, and then Cable gets to ready because we took care of his side scheme. Let's go ahead and throw Render Medical Aid out there, which once we defeat, each character can heal 5 damage. And we're going to have Professor X thwart 3 off of here. It's going to bring us down to 2. Gray Malkin and Genius will play Legion. Legion is an X-Men character. We're going to use Utopia to ready Professor X. We've already used our Scimitar this round, but Professor X will then thwart and take Render Medical Aid off the table. We'll both get to heal 5. It's from among characters they control. I think at this point, we're pretty good on allies, so we're actually just going to throw that all onto the heroes that we have. Cable will go ahead and thwart 3 here. Cable is going to flip down to Alter Ego. We'll use Professor to go find... I think Superpower Training makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so we'll go find Superpower Training. And then we'll use Precognition to play Superpower Training. That comes in with 6. I'm telling you, Cable's really fun. Cable is a ton of fun. And then we're going to have Legion thwart 1 as a response after we use a basic power. We can discard the top card of our deck. It is a Lightning, which deals 2 damage to an enemy, which will be Unus. I'll just throw that on Legion. Okay, we'll stand up. There's a lot of things to stand up now. Bishop is going to get a stored energy, a supercharged energy conversion. There it is. A Band Together. Let's freaking go. That's 4. And a Havoc. Stand up over here. Cable is going to get a Body Slide. Marvel Girl. Forced Amnesia. A Strength. and a telekinetic force field. We're going to add 2 threat here, and then 1 threat to Gene Pool, which will put Retaliate back online. Unus is going to attack Bishop. We're going to take it right to the face. He's going to attack for 3 now, for 5. There goes our master plan, so that's good. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Just oh wait, no, hold on. When they attack, we're playing energy conversion. That's right. So we're gonna shuffle all of our resource cards back into the deck, which is gonna be nice because that means we're not going to. So many resource cards. We're not going to deck out. Superpower training. We'll be able to get our rifle online probably this next turn, which means that we will take a maximum, or we'll be able to throw a ton of damage. So we take 3 damage. We're going to trigger Frontline Specialist to draw a card, which is Command Authority. Then we're going to discard 3 cards. We got Energy, Stored Energy, and the Power of Leadership. Whew! Nailed it. Nailed it. And I think I was at 13. So I should be at 10. I think I took the 5 and then I needed to roll that back. Then we're going to go Uniform. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is going to heal us up to 15, which is very close to our max. Excellent. Unus is confused over here. And so we're going to pass out encounter cards. Bishop has got Clan Akaba Zealot. When defeated, place 2 threat on Ancient Ritual. Then we've got a Sinister Strike. Alter Ego. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursuit by the Past. Then if it has any counters on it, it does, because our magic number is 5. It's going to surge into an Infinite Prelate. Unus activates against you. If the amount of threat on Gene Pool is at least 3, he gets a tough status card. So he's going to scheme for 2, 4, which is going to go take us up to 13 out of 22. Okay, we probably should look at the main scheme at some point. This is going to move over to Nathan. Oh, Professor X is gone. I should have gone lock and load. I should have gone lock and load for my last side scheme, but here we are. We have the Professor. Alrighty, so we are let's go ahead and have Legion. Professor is going to grab a side scheme. Got Lay the Trap. Actually, we're going to take TVP. I think it's time for TVP to come into play. Alrighty. We're going to flip up to Cable. We got Gray Malkin and a Strength. We'll play Marvel Girl. We're going to respond. Scimitar is going to deal 2 damage to the Clan Akaba Zealot. Marvel Girl is going to thwart 2 here. Take this down to 3. She will take 1 damage from that. And then Cable is going to thwart and take out Superpower Training. Superpower Training is defeated, so we're going to go get a probably our rifle. We actually don't have to get the rifle. We could use... Now we're going to get the rifle. Well, I guess it doesn't matter over here for Cable. We could go something different, which we have both the other upgrades in our hand. Nice. So we'll grab the rifle. We will grab our rifle. We have S. Candy Sun. Nah, we'll just grab the rifle. Alrighty, there's our two restricted weapons. Okay. We thwarted down, so we get to ready. Gray Malkin gets to ready because we cleared a side scheme, and then Surveillance Specialist gets to draw us a card into Afghanistan. Alrighty. Technovirus Purge comes out. That's going to be 5, 2, 4, 5. Gray Malkin will play a Forced Amnesia. Trying to figure out where to put all this stuff. And then we will use a Body Slide and an Afghanistan to play a Force Field. Cable will go ahead and thwart 3 off of TVP. Legion will go ahead and knock out the Zealot, which will place 2 threat on Ancient Ritual. We're going to trigger our response, discard the top card, which is a mental, meaning that we get to remove 2 threat from a scheme, which will be... Characters other than Cable cannot remove threat. Dang it. If it was thwart, we would have been there. We would have been there, but it's not. We could just hit the main. Let's just hit Gene Pool. Hit that with the Retaliate there. Plasma Rifle will knock the tough, I guess. Actually, we don't have to use the Plasma Rifle to knock the tough because... Oh, we have to spend the Lightning resource. Man, forgot about that. Oh, and Bishop needs to go get his rifle as well. Bishop's rifle from the Superpower training. Alrighty. Now we're good. Plasma Rifle does not have ammo. Alrighty, $20 says I forget about these. Okay. So starting us out, let's have Angel knock our tough status here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which the rifle will deal 5 damage to Unus. I could have had Utopia ready. No, I don't think I had anyone actually. Let's go ahead and have a supercharged onto the table. We're going to use a stored energy to play Command Authority, which will remove 3 threats from... Let's just go with the main at this point, which, because we paid for it using a resource, we'll draw into an effective leadership. An effective leadership and a power of leadership. You know what? No. We're going to go band together in Havoc to play Havoc. We can use Utopia to ready Angel at that point. Actually, no. What are we doing? We're going to have Bishop... Let's have Bishop thwart this down to 8. And then when we play Havoc, we'll ready Bishop. That makes a lot more sense. We're going to dump stored energy and energy into supercharged. And then we will attack with Bishop in a supercharge for 10 damage. Havoc. When Havoc attacks, discard the top card in counter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, Havoc gets +1 attack, and this attack takes +1 consequential damage. So he's attacking Unus for 2. Woo! Wow. Okay, so for 5 damage, and he's going to take 3 damage. That does not kill him because he has +1 health via Uncanny X-Men. So that's nice. Gentle will go ahead and attack for 3. That's going to give him 2 damage. And you know what we're actually going to do? We're going to, instead of using stored energy, we're going to use these 2. And then we're going to have a stored energy to ready Malcolm or Randall. Malcolm will go ahead and attack for 2. I think we just push Unus at this point, right? Randall will go ahead and attack for 1. We got Unus, toughness. The amount of threat on gene pool is at least, etc., etc. Bad things happen. And he comes in with 36 hit points. So there's 10, 20, 30, 2, 4, 6. Beautiful. Okay. Then we are going to stored energy to trigger the action. I guess it doesn't matter on Randall. Ready Randall, if that card had a printed lightning resource, we get to heal. Then Randall is going to attack and knock the tough. I would like to draw a strength in numbers at this point. Alrighty, let's go ahead and stand up. Everyone, we get to flip all of the little tokens now. Then we will draw up. Cable gets 5, 2, 4, 5. Telekinetic Blast, Mind Scan. Jessica chose Blind Flam, Blindfold, Blind Flam. Blind Flam. That's her new name. Then Bishop has got a Band Together. Power and all. Power and all of us should not be in this deck. Huh. Genius. Power, leadership, strength. And okay, all resource cards. Nice. We're going to add one here and then add one to Gene Pool. Unus is going to attack Cable. And we'll take it to the face. It's going to be a 4. Choose to either place 2 threat on Gene Pool or the activating enemy gets +2/+2. We'll take 6 damage. There. No, you know what? We're gonna add 2 damage back. We're just gonna throw the threat on Gene Pool because that's not. It puts retaliate back on, but we're really good at thwarting. So there we go. And then Unus is going to attack over here for 4. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. So he now has Stalwart. And then we're going to take 4 damage. Hey, that's the rest of the cards. Which, everything... Oh, we got to strengthen... Oh, but we have to discard that. Dang it. So that's going to give us an encounter card. Oh, we should have drawn first. I need to remember to draw first. So we got the encounter card. Frontline Specialist, I guess we will trigger this now. We will draw into a Supercharge. That's actually pretty nice because we have so many resources. See, this is probably too many resources in Bishop, but here we are. And then Bishop's Uniform. He attacked us for 4. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. That negates. Our max HP is 16, so we'll just go up to 16. Sweet. Okay. Let's go ahead and pass out encounter cards. Cable has got a Infinite Soldier. It's going to gain Quick Strike and Surge. So Quick Strike will hit us for 2. And then surges into Under Fire, which is Surge, and reveal the top card. Give Unus a tough status card. And heal 3 damage from Unus. That's fine. He is at full health. And then we've got Tyrant Worship. Place 5 threat on Ancient Ritual, which will reduce this back down to 5 and deal everybody an encounter card. Oh my gosh, so many encounter cards. Genetic Experiments attached to an infinite minion. They get +2 hit points, and then when the minion would be defeated, place 2 threat on Gene Pool. Oh my gosh. Drawing near. Oh, we're going to get our Nemesis minion. Fear of the Future. Give to the Lucas, Bishop player. You can flip to Alter Ego form. If we can exhaust Lucas to remove Fear of the Future from the game, or discard this card in each resource card, we're going to flip and exhaust to remove that from the game. We have the response, but we don't actually have any temporal cards in our discard pile, so that's that. And then we've got another Genetic Experiment, so it's +2 hit points over here. Well, that was a bad... That was bad. That wasn't great. Okay. Here we go. After your turn begins, we're going to discard the top, which is a concussive blast, which will bring out our nemesis minion, which I put over here. So we got Trevor Fitzroy with Quick Strike. Good thing we're an alter ego. And then Portal Through Time with 4 threat. And then these are going to get shuffled in. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. We have to discard an identity-specific card from our hand to discard this card. Do we have a stored energy? We do. So let's go ahead and toss that to get rid of drawing. Actually, you know what? Drawing near. I don't know if we're going to have that many. I don't know if we're going to have 5 turns more that drawing near actually matters. Huh. That's an interesting idea. Let's just operate under that assumption. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna stand up to bishop. Do we have a mind scan over here? We do have a mind scan. So we could clear gene pool. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to go Gray Malkin, Blindfold to play Mind Scan, which will clear gene pool. Yes, that will clear gene pool because it's 7th threat that clears. Gray Malkin gets to ready. Scimitar will throw 2 damage at Trevor Fitzroy. Okay. Gene pool is empty. We will have Cable thwart down TVP, which will ready Cable, and then we can deal with Portal Through Time. Okay. We can get Jessica Jones on the table, and she can thwart like crazy. Alrighty. Okay. Bishop is going to use his rifle to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 damage on the rifle. I don't want to use that on just like the little infinite soldier. I guess the infinite soldier has 6. So let's go ahead. Let's wait on that actually, because I want to throw some damage before we start pushing. So Gentle does not have an activation without dying. Randall does. Let's go ahead and have Randall attack to knock the tough. Angel will attack for 2. Malcolm will attack for 2. Gentle will take off Trevor Fitzroy and himself. But we will use MedLab to store Gentle. Okay. Havoc is going to stay out, I think. Yeah, Havoc's going to chill. Then we're going to use Bishop's rifle to take out the Infinite Soldier. And we'll place 4 threat on Gene Pool, which will put Retaliate back online. Okay. We will drop a Supercharged. And we will go 2, 4 and build up the Supercharged. Just like that. And then we have too many. Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to use... Oh, I should have used an innovation to heal there. That's fine. Oh, well. We'll figure out what we want to do with all of those. Okay, Cable's turn. Cable is going to use a Gray Malkin plasma rifle to hit for 4. Because it's capped at 4. Then we will use a basic thwart to clear Technovirus Purge. That gives us a +1 to all of our stats. Great, Malkin gets to ready. Cable gets to ready. Super Surveillance Specialist triggers. We get to draw into an Overwatch. And we got Portal Through Time. Okay. Great, Malkin, Telekinetic Blast, and Psychic Manipulation will play a Jessica Jones. She gets +1 thwart for each side scheme in play, so that's going to be 3. So she has a 4 thwart. We're going to go ahead and have Jessica Jones clear Gene Pool. Let's go Overwatch on Gene Traders. We'll have Cable thwart for 4. Overwatch will clear Portal Through Time. Great, Malkin readies, which doesn't really matter, I don't think. Retaliate's not on. I think Marvel Girl should have 2 damage, actually. So Legion, let's just go ahead and start. Legion is going to attack for 1. I'm going to discard a Mind Scan, which is a mental, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I'm going to take it here. That's going to knock Legion out. Marvel Girl will go ahead and thwart 2 off of Ancient Ritual, which will knock her out. We are going to flip down, use Professor to go grab, see if there's anything. There's not. We do have a Telekinetic Blast coming, which is nice. Where's Lay the Trap? There's Lay the Trap. That's 10 damage. We'll use a Grey Malkin to get Lay the Trap on there. Alrighty. There we go. And we will stand up. We probably are going to be close to lethal next turn. We're going to force Amnesia. I told you I would forget it on Portal Through Time. Okay, so we have a lot of resource cards. We actually have to discard down. I think I'm going to hang on to Strength and Innovation, and we're going to pitch the rest. I'm going to draw into a Strength and Numbers, beautiful. Strength and Numbers does not matter, and a Effective Leadership. Cable is going to get a Telekinetic Blast, a Power of the Mind, a Encounter card. And we're Unus only has 27 left, which, like, Telekinetic Blast right now is absurdly powerful. Hopefully Bishop's Rifle will hit pretty hard. We got all of the allies on the table with the Strength and Numbers. I think the Strength and Numbers, we'll actually have to figure it out. On the table we have 7 damage. Is Strength and Numbers going to net us more than 7 damage? There's a chance, yes. We'll see. We got Genius, Establish Perimeter, Mind Scan, and a Legion. We got 2 threat here, 1 threat on Gene Pool. Unus is going to attack over here for 4, plus a boost. We'll take it to the face. Choose to either place 3 threat on Ancient Ritual or it gets +3. We're actually going to give it +3, so that's going to be 7. Then we're going to draw a card with Frontline, Colossus. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to get 3 cards there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that we will heal with our uniform. So there's 5 and 1 there. Yes. Unus is going to scheme for 2, 3, 4. Take us up to 9 out of 11, or out of 22. And we'll pass out encounter cards. We got Infinite Soldier Guard. Nothing bad. Banton. Portal Through Time is in play. Place 2 threat on it. Otherwise, find Portal Through Time and reveal it. Oh, that's a bummer. I forgot. That's on me. So Forced Amnesia stays here. That was a very bad play. Do not blunder like me. Do not blunder like me. Just pull it out of the... That was dumb. Okay. And then we got an Infinite Hunter. Deal 3 damage to an ally you control. Oh, that's a bummer. That's going to take out Jessica. And go 3 more threat on Gene Pool. Ow. I don't like the Infinite Hunter. We're going to pass this over to Cable. Professor will draw us a card into a Professor X. We do have a Mind Scan. Let's go ahead and flip up. We do not have a guard here, so we're going to Plasma Rifle with a Gray Malkin for 4. Down to 23. Cable is going to punch for 3. Oh my gosh, yeah, we got... This is not even close. We got a... well, actually, we have a guard there, but we got a Genius Mind Scan to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a lot of threat, which will be here. Clear Lay the Trap to deal 10 damage to Unus. That will ready Gray Malkin and Cable. Scimitar will hit for 2. And you know what? Actually, we're going to leave that at 10. We're going to throw the 2 on the Infinite Soldier. I feel like I'm just messing with them at this point. We'll go Establish Perimeter, Empower the Mind to play Telekinetic Blast, which will deal 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage to him. So we'll start counting up. So this is damage dealt past. We'll go 3 more. Takes us to 5. Oh, he has Retaliate. That does not matter. Here. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We can play Colossus for 27. Bishop would then get to ready. So we could then attack for 29. So 29 more damage. 34 total damage to take out Unus. I like this team up. It was a fun team up. Let me know what you think of these 2 heroes and how they synergize together in the comments. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.